If you search for podcasts, you're going to find that there's a wide variety of topics to choose from.
There's something for just about anybody, and a new podcast at Dakota State University is now highlighting all things cyber.
In tonight's Eye on Keloland, Sarah McDonald gives you a behind-the-scenes look of what goes into creating this one-of-a-kind podcast.
I've always been a musician. I've been playing guitar since I was 9 years old.
Each week, you can find this group recording the interviews for DSU's podcast called Cyberology.
Cyberology is a podcast about all things cyber, all of the different fields that we've got in and around DSU and how they all kind of loop back into emerging computer and networking and coding technologies.
The podcast first debuted last semester. The idea for a podcast on campus came from Strategic Communications Coordinator Jen Burris.
We're always looking for ways to showcase the amazing talent that we have on our campus, both faculty-wise and student. And we felt that this was a great way to highlight our mission, the technology mission that we have here at DSU that's involved in all of our majors. So
Burris also serves as a co-host along with Associate Professor Gabe Midland.
Put out an announcement, an invitation to all of us on the faculty who would ever be interested in being part of the process. And so I immediately responded because the technology and how it's used across this campus, there are so many different applications, and it's so fascinating. So,
Cyberology is a monthly podcast. The group has covered a wide variety of topics.
Esports, artificial intelligence. The episode that's coming out next is about game design. We've got one about how cyber relates to the medical field.
Morrison, who is the podcast producer, is tasked with making sure the audio is ready for listeners.
All of the background noise out as much as possible. Then I go through, listen to the whole thing, see if there's any big chunks that I would want to take out. The longest, most time-consuming part is taking out all the ahs, ums, tongue clicks, people stuttering over their words, all of that kind of stuff.
Cyberology isn't just for those at Dakota State. It's for anyone who wants to listen and learn more.
we are still learning kind of the metrics of how successful it is, but we are getting regular downloads for each episode. They're continuing on. We even have listeners in other countries, Belgium, Israel, Egypt, different places. So that's really cool to see that we have a little bit of international reach there.
The group hopes this podcast can help people learn more about something that plays a huge role in our world today.
It's just such a big part of our lives these days, from our cell phones to the machines we sit in front of to the machines that other people sit in front of. I just hope that it kind of broadens their understanding and piques their curiosity, that maybe learn more about what technology can do and is doing.
With Eye on Keloland, I'm Sarah McDonald.
And if you would like to listen to the podcast, you can find it on apps including Apple and Spotify. We've also provided a link to DSU's website with this story on Keloland.